Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Door Shutter, coming back to you with episode 45 of FTB Skies. Today was supposed to be Vault Hunters, but I just did not have enough time to record that or even progress off camera like I said I was going to in the last Spider-Man stream. So we're just going to play some FTB Skies today. As you can see, I was actually placing down the chemical infusers, got sulfur trioxide, and then I accidentally filled these with sulfur trioxide. So we're going to take our gauge dropper, take out the liquid, empty it, and just do this here for a second. And then I need to set this to gases, just do not accept out of the bottom, and only output on the bottom. Okay, that's what I just messed up on because I was placing these to kind of get them in place for the episode, and yeah, I failed. But this is a good way to do it. Sometimes you just need to place your machines down before you actually put them in the proper place. So you live and you learn. So let's get these all cleared out here, which I really love the gauge dropper. Honestly, it's such a fantastic thing. Instead of having to break the machine and all of that stuff, it's just so much better. Okay, and then we need a config card here. So we're just going to config all of this. Okay, and then plop this down. So we should just have... Are you kidding me? Why did you do it again? Okay, it's just forcing it in there. There's no config that I can do to stop that. All right. Well, that's great. Let's do this down below then. We'll try that. I really was hoping not to have to move this stuff. Don't know why. Sometimes mechanism machines are indecisive. 1 minute I can't pipe in energy by force, but all of a sudden now I can pipe in gas with force. Or is because that's not a liquid. That's what was actually being produced here was liquid. Yeah, liquid sulfur trioxide. So I think what we want to do is deconcentration, but I'm not even sure. We'll look into it. Okay, so I've got a sink here, flux point, and what I should be able to do is not place that there because that's going to be an issue. Place the sink here. No, place the sink here, because remember, we just don't want to put the same inputs on one pipe. And then we're just going to run this into here. All right. And then, of course, we will do this. We will do this. And that should start getting water in here. Keyword should. Oh, yeah, because I need to make sure it's inputting in the front. Okay, so that's producing water vapor. And then gas, we just want to make sure that's outputting on the top. And then here, we want to make sure we're inputting gases on the bottom. There we go. Okay. And then we'll make sure we config all of these. We'll make sure we grab that and config all of these. Okay. And then, of course, we want to grab some speed upgrades. So let's look at mech upgrades. So a couple of these. And, of course, we'll grab energy. But we also need these too, though. So that should be good. Yeah, we should just basically have everything we need in here. And that's going to make sulfuric acid. And I forgot to do this. And let's grab a pipe upgrade, because I think I just threw them in here. I did. Okay. So now we're making sulfur trioxide. Yeah, see how much power that's taking? Can I connect this line to here? Because that's a power line. I kind of want to connect it to this line here. think that should give us enough power. Okay, so we've got sulfuric acid. Now what we need to do is get a chemical dissolution chamber. And I know the chemical dissolution chamber is going to be a powerhouse. But we should be okay. Okay. And let's go out one block. I kind of wish you could, like, config, like, have a config option or something. So you don't have to hit the same pipe over. You can just, like, config from the previous. Like, hey, the bottom's disabled. That'd be pretty cool. But then we should be able to make sure that we are pulling directly from the right machine. Okay, and then here, not here. Let's go here. Grab a fresh line of power. And I might just refactor a lot of this, by the way, so this is not going to be, like, set in stone. And then here, we want to make sure we are outputting gas. Okay. And that needs now to have fluorite in it. Let's grab some cables. So we will just go under. Not pretty, but as I said, I will refactor this. I want it right there. Okay. So we should be able to grab some pipes. We just want to grab some item pipes. And then we're going to grab fluorite. And we just want to make sure we're pulling fluorite out of here. Do this, and then do this. And that should, if we make sure that items are coming into the input here, that should be what we want. Okay, so that is making hydrofluoric acid. Fantastic. And then what upgrades can I use? So these guys actually use gas upgrades. So let's grab a couple stacks of these. And this will actually make the sulfuric acid more efficient, so we're not burning as much of it. So it's always a good thing to grab these. And only certain machines use these gas upgrades. That's the other thing. You kind of just have to either know which ones or make sure you're looking when you're messing with these gas burning, gas using, gas making, anything gas related. But that's hydrofluoric acid. Okay. So hydrofluoric acid and uranium oxide in a chemical infuser are what make the next step. So let's actually finish this. This was the uranium stuff. So if we wanted to, I think what we can do... Did we run power to this by any chance? No. And I think the problem is if we run power to this, it's going to fill with something else. So let's take this line out for right now. Okay. So let's go just put these down. And we're going to grab an interface to pump in the uranium. So interface. We'll just do item pipes. Okay. So, item pipes, boom, 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 boom. And then uranium. And then we just want to make sure we get a speed and stack upgrade in here, I'm pretty sure too, so. Stack upgrade, we got a few of those. So stack, speed, and then here we want to make sure we have input and then output on the front. Okay, that's working. So let's make sure this config is shared with all these guys. That should be making uranium oxide. So now what we need is chemical infusers. So we need 4 more chemical infusers. Don't know why I have just one sitting in here. So this and this are basically the lines we need to combine. So we'll have one line coming in here, and the back will be that pumping in. And then I guess we could actually take our isotopic centrifuges and place these on top, I believe. But I'm not sure. They might be directional on where they need to take their input. Oh, yes, we can input on the top. So we can say clear this, input power on the bottom, and then on the back we'll have input 2. So this, oh, you guys, yeah, you don't have enough power to run, but that's okay. And then output in the front. So I just need to place more chemical infusers. Okay. So we've configured this one. So let's try its config options. Let's go here, push it onto these other ones. Gas output there. And I'm not even sure if that's the front. It should be the front. Okay. So output there. Oh, it's because it didn't config. Okay. That's fine. And then here, input 2. And then on the top is output. And then on the bottom is power. Okay. Just making sure. So that should work for all those. And then we're just going to do this. And then we're going to smack this. Okay, make sure that we have gas on the output. Goodness gracious, I heard that one. Scared me a little. So chemical dissolution, centrifuge. Okay, so let's configure this. So everything should be running if they have enough material. Okay, so you don't have power. I do not actually have the cables placed for that. And you actually don't have pipes. That's probably why you don't have any power. Not because I'm running out, just because I didn't place the cables. Might make sense. Just a wee bit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so they should be going. You are making uranium hexafluoride, and you are making fissile fuel. Fantastic. So, the other thing we need to do is get power to these guys, which I think what I want to do is kind of just take this pipe. Let's get some more of these real quick. And then just straight run this up. We can just detach this, of course, everywhere we need to. Okay. And these all should have power. And that is making Fissle Fuel. And then let's grab an Entangloper. At mech Entangle. So we want to grab a couple of these, and we're just going to transport the Fissle Fuel this way. And then next episode, because we're going to wrap this one up here, we will get into what we use the Fissle Fuel for. It's going to be for the reactor, and then we're going to get a turbine, and that'll solve our power problems. But it will also get us closer to plutonium and polonium. I think what we need is polonium, right? For the first one, or is it plutonium? No, we need plutonium. Okay. And then that'll complete this third or second to last quest line objective. And then we have to carry on with this one, which is a lot of power, but since we're doing the reactor, it'll be quite easy. And then, of course, DT fuel. It's going to be a little bit more complicated, but we'll get there. So yeah, let's see. Entangloper. Let's try and make one of these real quick. Okay, so we're going to do... We can't output the top, by the way, just so you guys know. So we're going to do clear all sides on gas. And the top... Actually, let's put this here. And let's grab a gas pipe. Okay, so we'll just output on this gas pipe side. Perfect. It's already set and everything. So here we'll say Fissle. We'll set this, and that should be good. So on the bottom, make sure we input. Yep, Fissle Fuel's going in. That is fantastic. And then, of course, next episode, we will get into actually pumping all of this Fissle Fuel into a stable reactor and get some power gen with the turbine, which sounds fantastic. This is a very, very messy solution, but it does work in the end. It's definitely not power efficient in any way, but we'll get there. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry this is a shorter episode. I've just kind of not been really doing too much on these episodes, and I do hope in the future we'll be able to get more into this and figure out more things. But for right now, we are going to wrap up this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of FTB Skies. Stay awesome. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.